who's ready for the Summer Games this Friday? Oh yeah, we're excited. And all this week, we're chatting with former medalists to reminisce about their past glory. In today's Beyond the Medal series, we are catching up with Jackie Joyner-Kersee. But first, let's take a look back at her incredible achievements.
When you think of track and field, three names might come to mind. Jackie Joyner-Kersee. She's a 6-time Summer Games medalist. In the 80s, she dominated the scene as the first woman to win back-to-back gold medals in the heptathlon. To this day, it's her name in the book for the world heptathlon record she set in '88. Sports Illustrated even called her the greatest female athlete of the 20th century. As accomplished and humble as Jackie was on the field, it's what she did off the field that embraces the true spirit of the games.
Wow, we are here with the First Lady of Track and Field, Jackie Joyner-Kersee. Yes!
Thank you.
Here on DBL. I used to love watching you race. Now, what advice do you have for Team USA after a year-long postponement? What do you think will be the greatest challenge for them?
You know, my advice for them is to focus on what they can control and not worry about the things they cannot, and really stay protected. You know, all of them have trained so hard, and yes, it's been a year delayed, but I know they're all are eager and ready to compete. But more importantly, I want them to be safe.
Well, you know, I'm looking, you're just so humble because you won, let's stop for a second. You won 3 gold medals, 1 silver, 2 bronze. Where do you, first of all, why are you not wearing them right now?
Yeah, wear them, Jackie.
I would have those on at the grocery store. So we are different people. Yeah. But you know, I just want to know, like, where do you get your physical and mental strength from? Like, talk to us.
You know, I want to believe from my parents, and my mother and father were 14 and 16 years of age when they had my brother Al first, and myself, the oldest girl, and my mother never ever talked about giving up on us or just giving in and stay committed. And so I want to believe that was the beginning, but then also going on and working with great coaches and people who saw the potential in me that I did not know that I had, and understanding that one thing is to compete physically, but you have to have the total package, and that's where the mental comes in, because things happen and sometimes we don't adapt, and sometimes it's just difficult for us to adapt.
I just have to ask you really quickly, where are those medals? Are they like on a trophy case? Where are they?
You know what? I lost my father 2 years ago, and he was keeping the medals, but now I just keep them, in like the nightstand. You know, those medals are 30 years old. You know, they're kind of old.
I love that.
I would hang them in the bathroom, the guest bathroom, so everyone can take pictures. I can't believe I'm talking to you. Such an icon. You competed in 4 back-to-back Summer Games. Do you have a very favorite moment from any of those?
You know what? Each one of my Olympic Games meant something to me. When I say meant something, it was a stepping stone. '84, I was picked to win my first Olympic gold medal, but I didn't. I fell short because I wasn't mentally tough. You know, I had an injury, and I let the injury get the best of me. And so I trained the next 4 years saying, if God blessed me to make another Olympic team, I want to be the toughest athlete out there, mentally as well as physically. So definitely winning 2 golds, but then going on and going back to back when people thought that was impossible to do. And then my final Olympic Games in Atlanta, you know, pulling it all together. I wasn't able to finish the heptathlon, but I was able to compete in the long jump and come away with a bronze medal.
Yes. Speaking of the heptathlon, take us back to 1988 in Seoul when you set the world record in the heptathlon. What sticks out most about that win?
You know what sticks out most was that going into the high jump, you know, I knew I had patellar tendonitis, and I was kind of concerned. And that's the event where you can score the most points. But luckily for me, we all didn't jump well. We only jumped, I think it was 6 feet 1 inch. And that was 6 feet 1. And that was really the breaking point for me to just stay steady and just execute what I had been prepared to do. And I knew from our Olympic trials, first time I could ever run 2 minutes, and I think it was 20-some seconds. So I knew I had like 200 points there to gain. So that was really a lot of fun, going from the Olympic trials into the Olympic Games.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And Jackie, you know, you're called one of the greatest athletes of all time, and you are. So is that something that you dreamed of as a little girl? You mentioned that your mom really instilled in you determination, commitment. Did you ever envision yourself as a young girl winning gold?
You know what? Believe it or not, you know, my age group coach, high school coach, Coach Nino Fanoy, he said I had the potential, and all I wanted to do was go to the Olympics so I could be on television. I didn't dream about the gold medals or any of that. You know, that's what I wanted.
That's so honest. I feel like she should come here, be on TV,
Yes,
be a panelist.
please.
If you're ever in Denver, please feel free.
We would be honored.
We'd be honored to have you. Now, you've gone on to make a difference in your community through the Jackie Joyner-Kersee Foundation. Talk to us all about what that means to you and what that's about.
Yes, the Jackie Joyner-Kersee Foundation. I started my foundation work back in 1988, and it was because I came through a community center, and I lost my mom when I was a freshman in college, and I started thinking, where do the young people go? So we do door-to-door transportation, from picking our students up from school, bringing them to the JJK. We have our STEM, agriculture. That was one of our workers that we work with at U of I Extension, Grace, and we were planting some flowers, that picture that you saw. But then also we got the Jackie Joyner-Kersee Winning in Life curriculum around character and leadership. Every last one of our students, we try to make sure they read at grade level, you know, so we have a reading specialist. And so we feed them, we bring them in, and really try to work with the whole person as well as with the whole family.
Does anyone else feel more American talking to Jackie?
Yeah, I do.
I feel like a throwback. I remember, like, as a little kid watching the Olympics,
Watching
and you
her.
were so proud of your country because of you, Jackie.
Pride.
Really?
I know,
Totally
it's true. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's such an honor to speak to you, and I'm so sorry to hear about the loss of your dad a couple of years ago. Our thoughts are with you. To learn more about Jackie's foundation, visit JJKFoundation.org. Jackie, thank you so much for coming on
American
DBL.
hero.
A true
In the
American hero.
flesh.
You're always welcome on our panel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you.
Thank you.